I noticed in one of my recent videos as I was editing it that I was fishing for part of it with my left hand, so I'm right-handed. I think my right arm was just tired. I was fishing a lake and I think I was just, bored and casting with my left hand just to change things up a bit. I've never fished solely with my left hand. I've never fished entirely with my left hand. And so that's what we're gonna do today. And this is the stream that I'm gonna be fishing. I've never fished it before, but already I see a couple of pretty good looking spots. Like this looks decent. Basically, I'm just curious. I wanna know what it's like. I don't think casting will be too hard. I don't know if I'll be terribly accurate, but I think I'll be able to cast. I think landing fish is gonna be the more tricky part. But we'll see. Today I'm fishing the Zen Tenkara Suzume, which is a great all-around small stream rod. And I'm fishing with a 9-foot line and an Idaho killer Kebari for the fly. No trees behind me. Oh, this is gonna be hard. I am not ambidextrous. I'm not even close to being ambidextrous. I never use my left hand for anything. It's gonna be like learning to fish all over again. Okay, this is a pretty decent looking spot. Oh! I had one as soon as the fly hit the water. Okay. So there are fish in here. There's definitely going to be a learning curve, guys. Also, the bottom of the creek seems to be covered in this moss stuff, so I'm going to have to be checking my fly a lot to make sure there's no moss on the hook. Man, after like 3 casts, my arm is already tired. This is going to be rough. I wanted to fish like this because basically I'm curious. And also, if I ever injure my right hand or my right arm, will I be able... Oh, okay, here we go, guys. Let's see if this will work. Got the net in the right hand. Oh, it came off just as I got into the net. Wow, that's a beautiful cutthroat. Only 5 minutes in, I've hooked into 2 fish, landed 1. That bodes well for this fishing session. Look at this gorgeous fish. This might be a Colorado River cutthroat. Looks more colorful than Bonneville cutthroat trout, which are also in this area. Well, that wasn't too bad. I mean, again, as long as I don't have to be too accurate, I think I'll be able to cast and land fish okay. Yeah, it's definitely not as natural feeling. I have to concentrate more with my left hand here, but like anything else, I'm sure it just gets easier. It's not difficult though. Like, that's kind of the great thing about Tenkara. I expect that if I were traditional fly fishing, fly fishing with a regular fly rod, that action would be harder to do with my left hand, my left arm. With this, you just kind of flick your arm, or flick your elbow, flick your wrist, fish on. Oh, and he got off. Darn it, a couple of feet before the net. I don't think that was the fault of me fishing with my left hand. I think that just would have happened either way. Fish on. Next cast. This is not a cutthroat. I can see that this is a little brook trout. No. Oh, I thought it looked green. It doesn't. This is definitely a cutthroat. Beautiful. Honestly, I think this is just going to show how accessible, how simple Tenkara is. Obviously, the fact that I've fished a lot with my right hand, I mean, that obviously helps. The knowledge that I've gained helps, but still, this is brand new to me. It's working just fine. I'm alternating between fishing this rod at its middle length, which is about 9 feet, and its longer length. So in through here I've been fishing it at its middle length, but I'm gonna fish it at its longer length here because this section is much longer. I'm gonna be fishing a little bit farther away from the spots where there might be fish. Fish on. Now that is a brook trout. Definitely a brook trout this time. See ya, buddy. I noticed that I'm laying more line on the water on my initial cast here with my left hand than I normally would with my right. I haven't quite fine-tuned the whole casting thing yet. Gotta shake out my left here. This is both more tiring than I thought it would be and easier than I thought it would be. Like, this is very doable. It's just more work, it's just a little bit more tiring on the old arms. I've noticed that I am getting stuck more. I'm definitely not as accurate. I don't need to be too accurate here. The pools are pretty good sized, but accuracy certainly doesn't hurt. Okay, I have a good feeling about this spot here. Right in the middle, below that rock that's kind of sticking out. Yes! Oh no, it's gone. It's off. Fish on. Oh, and off. Yeah, I'm missing a lot. Definitely missing more than I would if I were fishing right-handed. Fish on. Oh! Darn it. Yeah, setting the hook is proving to be an issue, apparently. I think I had a false sense of confidence from those first couple of catches that seemed to... Here we go. It seemed to come in pretty quick, and again, I lost it. Man. Okay, fish on. Oh, come on. Yes. What do we have here? I believe, man, my left arm is tired. My left hand too. That's a cutthroat. I'm glad we were able to get one fish out of here at least. Fish on. And off. Fish on. Got him. That's a nice fish. That's by far the biggest brook trout here today. I'm very nervous when I hook into a fish now. The pressure to land one is high because I've been losing so many. Whew. Fish on. Got him. Yet another brook trout. We're just alternating between cutthroat and brook trout. See ya, buddy. I've noticed that I'm casting a lot like this with the rod angled to the right. I think that's just because I'm used to fishing with my right hand, so I'm used to having the rod over here, and so I'm just trying unconsciously, subconsciously to do that with the left hand. Fish on. Got him. That is a cutthroat. Really pretty fish. I have a good feeling about this spot. Yes. No. Oh. Fish on. Got him. It is a brook trout. See ya, buddy. Well, I'm all tied up now. I've landed and I've missed the same number. I have about 20 minutes or half an hour left to fish. I'm hoping that the number I land will edge out the number that I've missed. Guess we'll see. I don't have too much more time to fish. Let's catch or hook into one more and we'll call it quits then. Fish on. Got him, okay. This will be the last fish of the day. It is a little cutthroat. Oh, see ya, buddy. Oh, that was exhausting, guys. I landed 11 fish and I hooked into another 8. For the first hour or so I fished for 2 hours. For the first hour, the ratio was the other way. I was losing more fish than I was landing. But then during the second hour, that reversed itself and I ended up landing more fish than I lost by some miracle. Casting wasn't too bad. Landing a fish, as far as like rod and network goes, wasn't too bad. The tricky part was setting the hook, I guess. I'm not sure why, but I had a hard time keeping the fish on. Overall, it was fun, but I'm not really looking forward to doing that again anytime soon. I hope you guys enjoyed the video though. Had a great time fishing this beautiful little creek here. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Be sure to subscribe to the channel here if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out my flytyingyarn.com store if you're looking for yarn for your fly tying needs. And then finally, I have another YouTube channel called SUV RVing that covers all of my non-fishing adventures if you want to check that out. Links to all of those things and more will be in the video description.